The sun over the small desert town of Dry Creek was not just hot, it was unforgiving. The river that once sang through the valley had turned into nothing more than a dusty memory. Even the strongest cactus plants began to bend and fade. Tired of fighting a battle they were losing, farmers walked around with heavy hearts, each step leaving a soft puff of dust behind. In the middle of this sad land lived an old farmer named Samuel Ortega. Inside the box were only 3 seeds given to him by his father many years ago. He held one of those seeds in his palm and felt something strange, a small warmth, a small meaning. "What are you doing with that seed, Sam?" Eli asked. "Thinking," Sam replied softly. "Thinking won't bring water. This land is dying, Sam," Eli said. "Yes," Sam said softly, "but sometimes hope grows where nothing else can." That night, Sam remembered his father's words. Seeds are not just for the soil. Seeds are for the heart. When the earth is tired, humans give up. But a seed never gives up until the very end. The next morning, before the sun rose, Sam walked out into the field. He slowly pushed his thumb into the hard soil and placed the seed inside. "Grow if you can, and if you can't, at least I tried," he whispered. Nobody in the village knew what he had done. For weeks, nothing happened. People still complained. The sun still burned. "Still water in that dead patch of dirt?" Eli asked. "I'm not watering the dirt," Sam said. "I'm watering hope." "Hope doesn't grow, Sam," Eli said. "You'll be surprised," Sam replied. Days turned into more days. Weeks passed. Not a single cloud appeared in the sky. Then something caught his eye, a tiny crack in the dirt. One particularly hot afternoon, Sam felt exhausted. The desert air pressed on his chest like invisible weight. He brushed the dust gently and saw it, a small green point, small, soft, fragile, but real. Sam's eyes filled with tears. "Thank you," he whispered to the tiny sprout. He carried whatever water he could spare, some days only half a cup. The sprout grew slowly, painfully slowly, but it grew. It grew?" Eli whispered. "There is always something left in the earth, something the eye cannot see," Sam said. "That's impossible," Eli muttered. "Impossible is just something that hasn't happened yet," Sam said. Word spread quickly. People stood around the tiny, stubborn plant as if they were witnessing a miracle. "A seed can grow in the desert, but only if someone believes it can," Sam said. People, tired and hopeless for so long, suddenly had something new to talk about. A plant, small but alive, growing in dead land. Some doubted it, some laughed, some said it was luck. Sam protected it with sticks and cloth to shield it from the burning sun. He talked to it every morning, like talking to a friend. Slowly, the plant grew taller. After 2 months, it stood nearly 2 feet high. Its leaves were thick and strong. The villagers gathered around, amazed at the tiny, stubborn plant. Sam continued caring for the little seedling, every drop of water precious. Eli returned quietly, intrigued by the old man's persistence. The sprout grew slowly, but it grew, stubborn and alive. Word spread. People began coming every day to see the miracle plant. Children watched with wide eyes as if listening to a story. A seed can grow in the desert, but only if someone believes it can, Sam explained. With patience and care, the little sprout began to grow taller, slowly but surely. After 2 months, it stood nearly 2 feet high, strong and resilient. The villagers celebrated quietly, amazed at the life thriving in the desert. One night, something unexpected happened. Clouds formed above Dry Creek for the first time in years. Thunder rolled across the valley, startling everyone. Then a drop, one drop on the ground. Then hundreds, then thousands of drops fell. It rained, the first in years. Sam stood still, watching the rain soak the soil. He smiled quietly at the tiny plant. "You did this!" Eli shouted. "No," Sam said softly. "The seed did." The next morning, small green dots appeared across the desert. Inspired by Sam's seed, the villagers began planting their own. Within a year, Dry Creek changed. Fields grew again, modest at first, but truly alive. Children played again, their laughter filling the air as the desert slowly came alive. Adults tended to their small gardens, learning to nurture hope with patience. Sam walked through Dry Creek, quietly observing the land he had given a chance to grow. But the greatest sight was the tree, the one grown from Sam's last seed. But the greatest sight was the tree, the one grown from Sam's last seed. Under its branches, villagers gathered to talk, laugh, and share food. The mayor placed a sign near the tree, "The last seed, the seed that saved us." Sam didn't like taking credit. He always said, "The seed saved itself. I only gave it a chance." "Sam," Eli said quietly, "you changed our village." "I only planted one seed," Sam replied. "And that was enough," Eli said. Sam leaned back against the trunk, watching the sunset turn the sky orange and gold. "Funny thing," he whispered, "everyone waited for the rain, but rain didn't come until one little seed decided to grow." "That seed gave us courage," Eli said. Sam whispered, "That seed reminded us that life doesn't leave a place until we stop believing in it." The people of Dry Creek never forgot the lesson. They taught it to their children and grandchildren. Sometimes, when visitors came and asked about the tree, villagers would smile and say, "It grew because one man planted hope when the world offered none." Where the desert had looked dead, tiny plants now stood. Nature began to return. Inspired by the first seed, the villagers started planting their own. Hope became a habit. People saved water for growing instead of giving up. One seed, one person, one act of belief can change everything. Within a year, Dry Creek transformed. Fields grew, children played, and life returned. Small gardens formed, modest at first, but truly alive. People taught their children that hope, like seeds, must be nurtured to grow. Sam walked through the village, witnessing life return to every corner. And at the heart of it all stood the tree grown from Sam's last seed. Under its shade, villagers gathered, sharing stories, laughter, and food. Eli sat beside Sam, looking at the green land around them. "One seed can change everything if we believe," Sam said softly. The next generation learned to care for life, carrying water and hope across the fields. Inspired by the first seed, everyone began planting their own, spreading hope across Dry Creek. Even the smallest seeds found life when given a chance. The community worked together, sharing resources and caring for the land. Every evening, the village glowed softly in the golden light of hope and renewal. Sam often stood beneath the tree, reflecting on how one small seed had changed everything. Stories of hope, patience, and belief were shared under the great tree. Even nature celebrated, birds returning to sing in the branches of the thriving tree. At night, Dry Creek rested peacefully, the lessons of hope shining quietly in every home. Sam smiled quietly, knowing that sometimes all it takes is one act of belief. The next generation learned that even a single seed can grow a future full of life. And the tree stood tall, the living proof that even in the harshest desert, one seed, one person, one act of belief can change everything.